Danny Rohl has never been one to shy away from speaking his mind, and the Rangers manager has now delivered a response that is already turning heads ahead of the latest Old Firm clash with Celtic. With tensions naturally rising before one of football's fiercest rivalries, Rohl produced a remark that left many supporters laughing while also taking a pointed swipe at their Old Firm rivals. The German coach was asked about the challenge that awaits his side, but his answer quickly stole the spotlight for its sharp wit and timing. As anticipation builds for the showdown between the Glasgow rivals, Rohl's hilarious response has only added extra spice to an already electric encounter. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers are set to face Celtic for the second time in the space of a week on Sunday, but this time the stakes are even higher as the two fierce rivals meet in the quarter-finals of the Scottish Cup. After their dramatic league encounter last time out, anticipation is building for another explosive Old Firm showdown, and this time there must be a winner. The previous clash between the sides got off to a dream start for Rangers, who stormed into a 2-goal lead thanks to a sensational early brace from Youssef Chermiti. The striker's finishes stunned Celtic and briefly put the Light Blues firmly in control. However, Rangers were unable to maintain that momentum, with defensive lapses allowing their rivals to claw their way back into the contest and ultimately share the points. While that match ended level, there will be no such outcome this weekend. With a place in the semi-finals on the line, both sides know the margin for error is gone. For Rangers in particular, the clash carries enormous significance. Inconsistent league form and their recent exit from the Europa League have only increased the importance of domestic silverware this season. Should the Light Blues fall short in the title race, the Scottish Cup represents one of the clearest remaining opportunities to end the campaign with a major trophy, making Sunday's meeting with their bitter rivals a fixture they simply cannot afford to let slip away. As the countdown to the match continues, Rangers boss Danny Rohl faced the media to preview the huge encounter. Naturally, questions about Celtic were inevitable, but the German manager's response quickly stole the spotlight. In a moment that has already begun circulating among supporters, Rohl delivered a brutally funny remark that appeared to take a clear dig at Rangers' rivals. The response left reporters amused, Rangers fans delighted, and Celtic supporters far less impressed. It was the kind of cheeky pre-match jab that perfectly captures the intensity of the Old Firm rivalry. And it's safe to say, Rohl didn't hold back. If anything, his response has only added even more fuel to the fire ahead of what promises to be a massive cup clash. Have a watch.
Are Celtic still your most difficult opponent?
No, I think you see a general a competition in the league, but these games are very special. That is not just football, it's also emotional. It's about who is the best team of the city, all these things. Every supporter is looking forward. We have an outstanding crowd. I think the atmosphere was incredible in the stadium on the weekend, and we will try to have again this good feeling from the first 50 minutes, and with this feeling we want to go in the game.
Are they your most complicated opponent because of everything else that's around it?
I think this is important, that you control exactly this feeling around us. Yes, every game is pressure, every game we want to win, every game we go for 3 points and to be successful. And in this game it's also important to understand the game, to be in every single situation very focused on online, but these are normal things in football. And then if you can control your mindset, then you have a good chance to take the next points or the next round. on the weekend.
In other news, Connor Barron's injury absence has been keenly felt at Ibrox, but his eventual return could hand Rangers a significant lift during a crucial stage of the campaign. The Scottish midfielder had been one of the most influential figures in the side before being sidelined earlier in the year, and those who worked closely with him believe his impact was among the most impressive in the squad. Former Rangers captain Barry Ferguson is one of the people who saw Barron's development up close. During his interim spell working around the first team in Glasgow, the club icon had the opportunity to observe the 23-year-old on a daily basis and came away extremely impressed with both his mentality and his performances on the pitch. Barron, who arrived from Aberdeen, quickly established himself as a key component in Danny Rohl's midfield setup earlier in the season. His energy, composure, and ability to dictate the tempo of matches made him an important presence in the centre of the park, particularly alongside Nicholas Raskin. The pair developed a promising partnership that gave Rangers balance in midfield before Barron's progress was halted by injury in January. Ferguson believes the midfielder's attitude played a major role in his rise within the squad, highlighting his willingness to absorb information and constantly improve. Speaking to the media, the former Rangers skipper could not hide his admiration for the Scotland international's approach to the game. "I worked with him for 3 months and brilliant attitude," Ferguson said. "It's what you want in a younger player. He's not a kid anymore, but he's a young player. He was a sponge. He was desperate to learn. And I just thought before he got injured, he was Rangers' best player. He was really dominating the middle of the pitch." Barron had been expected to miss around 3 months after suffering a knee injury during Rangers' 2-0 win against Aberdeen on 6 January. His absence came at a time when the club were attempting to build momentum in the title race, leaving Rohl without one of his most reliable midfield options. Despite the setback, Rangers moved decisively in the winter transfer window, with Andrew Kavanagh and 49ers Enterprises backing the manager in the market. The arrivals of Tor Romans, Tochi Chukwani, Andreas Skov Olsen, and Ryan Naderi provided fresh depth across the squad, and several of those additions have already begun to make their mark. Chukwani in particular has impressed with a series of strong displays in midfield since arriving from Sturm Graz, giving Rohl additional options in the centre of the park. However, Barron's potential return could create a welcome selection dilemma for the German manager as he looks to settle on his strongest lineup. Rohl recently hinted that Barron's comeback may not be too far away. Providing an update on February 20th, the Rangers boss suggested the midfielder was closing in on a return to training. "I think next week he could be part of the training session," Rohl said. "Yeah, he looks good, he pushed, hopefully he puts everything in now, and maybe in 2 weeks he could be back as well." If Barron is able to regain full fitness soon, he could yet play a vital role during the decisive stretch of the season. Rangers remain locked in a battle near the top of the table with Hearts, and every available option could prove crucial in the weeks ahead. His comeback may also arrive just in time for one of the biggest fixtures on the calendar. Rangers are preparing for a highly anticipated Old Firm clash on 8th March in the Scottish Cup quarter-final, and Barron's availability would provide a timely boost for the side. Whenever he does step back onto the pitch, there is little doubt that his return will strengthen the midfield options available to Rohl. Given the level he was performing at before his injury, Barron could quickly re-establish himself as one of Rangers' most important players as the campaign reaches its decisive stages. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.